shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys who were up to no good started making trouble in my neighborhood.
Hello everybody, it's the amazing Goldfish here, and I'm playing the part. Basically what I know about this game is it's a walking simulator / horror game / story game, and I've heard good things, and it's gonna be really cool and whatnot. So yeah, let's have fun. You're not going to be hearing me commentate all too much, you're just going to be hearing me scream if I do scream. So yeah, if you want to watch it. Don't think motion blur would be all too great in this kind of game. Maybe it would be. Like, what I've come to realize is whenever you're like playing a game that has a further running distance, motion blur isn't all that great. It really makes it kind of weird, but yeah. It being dark and all, maybe it will be a little bit better. Regardless, I'm pretty sure my computer can handle one of the best quality, like graphic quality settings. Alright.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum. Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Okay. Can I move? Did it crash? No, there we go. I heard good things about the art style and the graphics.
Attention patrons, the park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees, prepare the park for shutdown.
I like how 3D that door handle is. It's really very, very 2D. Okay. I have a body, and I'm either pregnant or I have like really big breasts.
What?
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath and think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! think your boy just ran into the park.
Great.
I'll unlock the gates for you.
My autistic child just ran inside this amusement park. Did I just get a... What's that on top? Flyer. Am I missing my... Oh, read flyer. Oh, okay. Atlantic Island Park. Welcome to Atlantic Island Park. When I first came to visit Solomon Island, no one cares. There's a place to sleep, a place to eat. There's a place for the little ones, there's a place for the teens, and there's a place for the big ones. Take a romantic spin. Try the Tunnel of Tales. Pump up your adrenaline by going through a spin cycle on the Octotron. Cool. Okay.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Oh,
Attention
wait.
employees, the park is now closed.
Is all of it getting
Have a safe journey home.
That's nice. That's nice.
Oh God. The park.
Run.
What happened here?
You can also toggle it off. Maybe I should have turned the game off. Hopefully that's not ahead. Okay. Yes, I can.
You can't catch me.
I didn't like that sound. I didn't like that face. What's this? Man, I swear to God, if I had a kid that was this much of an asshole, I'd just fucking leave him. Fuck that kid. That looks nice.
I think this belongs to Callum.
Yep.
Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk, rest in class. Chad can't even seem to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless swab. It's nice. It's my kind of guy. Great.
What's this?
Why? I don't like that speaker. Alright. Purchased the land of Solomon Island for Pintance. I might add whatever old Archie Henderson did to the locals. Just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance up there. The realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, Mr. Winter, but the soil here is bitter with the curse carried from the old county, whatever. Old man Henderson hated trouble, dark things with the land. Remember, sir, I missed him shortly afterwards, mostly. By his pathetic attempts, warning me off. I have a great vision for this place and the will to see that vision through the very end. Atlantic Island Park. The name is perfect, and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. And really bad. That looks like it was torn. I wish I could take it with me, but I can't. Okay. Back to running. Okay. We got a boat and a river. Atlantic Island Park.
Come on, Mommy.
Oh,
Callum,
I swear.
stay where you are.
this is so fine and dandy. Don't like this at all. Not at all. Not one bit. I have no fucking clue where that kid went. I didn't watch him. Wish I could actually move my head. I wish I wasn't so dark in here.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night.
Oh shit.
I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife, I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all 4 starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets.
Cool.
The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day. Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house. After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper. Hansel tried to sneak out and collect more white stones, but found that the door was locked. "Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself," the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again.
Can you not?
Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
Cool.
The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls. "Nibble, nibble, little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house?" An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes. "Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you." But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. "Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you." The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. "You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside," the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
Is there something I should be
Once
looking at or what?
inside the house, the old woman changed. She stuffed Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping and cleaning her hut. "Your brother will make a good mouthful," the old witch told Gretel. "Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him." Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. "Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven." But Gretel pretended not to understand. "I do not know how. Where is the opening?" "Fool," the old witch said. "The opening is here." And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven. Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked. And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
Oh my fuck. I wonder if that's like a something, you know, like something they'd say.
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Nice meme.
Another accident. This place.
Despite the constant interruptions to our Atlantic Island park will be opening on time, the government is booked to cut the ribbon. The only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity. I decided that what was needed from the banned writings of Archie Henderson forms astonishing to think that resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has been all for nothing. Okay. Is that like our teddy bear? Teddy? You know, we're looking for a teddy bear. I think. Regardless, I don't want to. I want a teddy bear that drives trucks. I feel like that's gonna like run up on me. Ugh. Okay. Just a big Ferris wheel. It's also a moving Ferris wheel. Yeah, that's nice.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy. The guy just snapped.
Oh,
Those
God.
poor kids.
Eyewitness report. Atlantic Island Park incident. Officer on duty, Sheriff P. Bannerman. Witness name Creed Norma Creed. Statement. We were waiting for a turn on the ride. Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunks is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go to, but I've always been a bit wary of the suits. They gave me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice, and at first we thought he was making some animal, a tiger or a lion, but as more and more ice fell away, when we first looked, it was like a human face, swelling out of a block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster. Like you were prey, and that thing in the ice was a hunter. And when these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, he went berserk. For a few minutes it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers in the ground, and he was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying, and people were screaming, and Frank and I had the kids, and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. The last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was the eyeball of one of the poor kids who had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Nice.